is up, y'all, and welcome to this episode of Midnight Ranting. 6 reasons not to believe in evolution.
Oh, 6
That's
days.
right.
Creation in 6 days. That's one for each day of creation.
And we just had a video the other, week or so that was 6 reasons why it can't be true. This is 6 reasons why they give you that aren't true. They slice it all different types of ways.
6 reasons to inflate your tires with nitrogen instead of just air. 6 reasons why Coke is better than Pepsi.
Buy my DVD number 6. But yes, we are watching 6 reasons not to believe in evolution from the channel World Video Bible School. So a completely non-biased source. So won't you join us for 6 reasons to replace science with Jesus?
Scientists can all just go home. Just wrap it up.
That's right.
Go home.
Honestly, at this point, you could go home. It's the priests, the pastors that are making the cutting-edge scientific discoveries nowadays. I think,
cult leaders,
right?
Cult leaders.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't forget your cult leader.
Well, it used to be the game. People who dislike philosophy would say, "What was the last, philosophical discovery?" At least in debate with science that we have made. I still think philosophy is useful. But if you ask what's the last theological thing? Oh my goodness. Theology has not really been giving us anything but the Crusades and intolerance for the past few thousand years. But yes, welcome to 6 reasons not to believe in evolution. I'm going to put this right on the table. 2 of them, they're like, if you found them at a value meal, it would be like milk chocolate A and milk chocolate B. And you'd be like, hey, this is like a taste all the different chocolates. And they're like, yeah, but it's a lot of chocolate.
Different. It's still different.
We put a B, and that's the A. Yes, because he gets triggered by he gets triggered by vestige organs twice. And so look forward to that vestigial. I am going to pronunciate today. You're going to watch me do it, James, out of my mouth. But yes, if you are joining us, it's because it's live. So please, what's that? Tides go in, tides go out. We're doing it live. That's right. Please don't forget
to tell us how that happens.
The newest thing to me, okay? I'm never going to get over, like, pouring water over a magnet. I don't mean to get political so fast. And I know that we are a science-themed channel, so I guess PSA. If you pour water over a magnet, you will have a wet magnet. I don't know why he thinks that would do anything. Anyway, I'm sorry, that was just my brain hurting for the day. President. We used to tell our children, you can be president, James. What's that?
You can pour other liquids on a magnet. Would it have the same result?
Like, the only thing that he could replace that word with that would make sense is hard drive. Like, you pour water on a hard drive, there's a good chance, I guess, it's not going to work great.
What if he holds the magnet on his forehead and somebody were to put urine on it? Would it have the same result?
I think that's the best way. It's the experiment he would have to find out.
Even still, in a Russian hotel room.
I tried it. I just was peeing, and the magnet stopped working. Oh God. Science. Anyway, like, follow, subscribe. If you do, you get access to the bell icon, which enables you to see our premieres or join our live streams or see a cat. You get to see a cat. Here, can't escape my love. Oh my goodness. Yes. Buttercup says hi. Okay. Anyway, like, follow, subscribe, bell icon. Yes, I can say hi to people. Hi, hello everyone. How are you? What's up, viewer Victoria? What's up, Sinister Porpoise? And God equals the square root of 1 and Gizmo. And all of the kitties of the world. Beamsy, what's up, Beamsy? And we are sending love to all of you. Send love to us, and we'll send it back. Jesus hates you. It's okay. We love you. Just don't let Jesus take the wheel. Make sure Jesus has a license.
Well, he did turn water into wine, so that might make for some trouble if you get pulled over. Open containers and everything. You might get cited for that.
I can't tell if he would go great at frat parties or like book clubs with women over 35.
No, officer, I swear, it was water, and this prick over here, he turns it into fucking wine.
I know.
This fucking asshole.
I'd have to know though. Do you think that Jesus made like shelf wine or like really good stuff?
Well, no, they said
wine or
they said it was the best wine that they had ever had, right? Because
really
they said because like they said, at first the wedding, you get the good wine right away because then an hour later no one you even really taste it anymore because everybody's fucking hammered. But they said this wedding, this house, they saved the best wine for last.
But do you know what that opens up the possibility? Not only could he have basically, made someone a fantastic bench, but he could have opened up a vineyard, opened up a wine shop. It could have been
vineyard.
Yes, the Jesus vineyard. I would order some.
Like certain bottles, they come with like a nail like inside the bottle.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, they would have to. I died for this great taste.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
It's got a drop of Jesus' blood from the Catholic communion cup. There you go.
Is that stuff any good? I know that I hate to say this, but the Jewish wine has at least the grape juice. Yeah, exactly. And so I'm hoping that
level of quality.
Can I just tell you?
I don't know where the churches get it. If they get it from
dry crackers,
from a universal source, or if they that I don't know. I've never looked into where they actually get the wine for it.
And it does raise the possibility, I'll keep on saying it, that if you just had many of them, that you could get dips. I don't know what you would dip Jesus in. There's probably a bunch of things, sweet and sour, barbecue. Take your Jesus to a next level.
The communion wafers. Well, there was a notorious incident where the Catholic priest ran out of wafers, so he consecrated a bag of Doritos. He turned Doritos into the body of Jesus.
Oh my goodness, That must have been very confusing for Jesus.
Probably, I don't know, Cool Ranch or Nacho, but you know, yeah.
Smell like college and regret. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we get to say hi to you, and also we get to say there are many great ways to support the show. You could send in super chats, and then we'll see them, and I'll dance. I very specifically already want to show off the shirt. I don't really care. I was just not. It says "Be kind,"
It's your,
but you have to understand, that's not really the best part. I like that it's "Be kind," and I have little flowers right there. I like this outfit way too much. I like bees, James. We had
I thought the back was going to say you like D's. Of course.
It wouldn't be wrong. I would say both if you think about it. You know, they help pollinate. Both of those things help exactly help the world. Super chats, and then we have super thanks if you're watching this afterwards in the future. Is that the future? Yes, that would be the future, and this episode would be the past. Yes. Anyway, we also have channel membership right down there with our evolving badge system. They say that you can't evolve, and yet our badges evolve. He also...
they drew lines on paper from one badge to the next, and they call that evolution, yeah. There's a lot, you put lines on paper, that's all you got.
Yeah, that is basically up there with the flat earthers that say, well, yes, it's a picture of a round Earth, but the picture is 2D. Oh my goodness. The pills are 3D. Please take them. No, you shouldn't call that. See, here's the thing. I consistently have the birds aren't real guy in the back of my head who did a campaign trying to understand conspiracy theorists, and it's like this weird self-fulfilling prophecy that they feel isolated, and so they get into these weird conspiracy theories, and then we basically make fun of how silly their beliefs are, and then they go, see, the world doesn't accept me. And so nonetheless, it's not about the government trying to, well, the world government. There's only one world government, and that is in One Piece, a reference that James doesn't get. High five, anime.
I don't get it.
Beamsy says, would the main flavor not be sunrise? Yes. I feel like that was a joke I said a minute ago.
Jesus jerky. Yeah.
Oh, gee, got it. Okay, it finally hit me in the face. Just like, generally speaking, the sun that would have Jesus baking in the desert. Oh my goodness.
Well, the S-O-N, not the S-U-N, because he's the S-O-N. He's not the S-U-N.
That's right. Anytime I also make Jesus jokes, anytime I ever do stand-up, they never land. They're very, very hard. It's hard to make fun of Jesus, ladies and gentlemen.
It is.
I can make a billion Muhammad jokes, even though the Christians say I can't, but I do anyway. I do all those sorts of jokes and rabbi jokes and all the others.
I mean, they say you can't say Merry Christmas, but I just said it, so...
That's also a touchy subject, which is a very weird thing to me. No, you know, Mary. I have to continue. I get in all these very weird fights about Mary having sex and having to keep on saying it. Because, yes, I know I am. Hold on. it is only 15 minutes in, and I have to announce the LGBTQ agenda. Just to name myself. Yes, it's true. I am trans, I'm trans, and yet I do have to talk about biology. We all know how babies are born, right? Because they stare at me at the face and they're like, how's a man get pregnant? Or like, we get it. Yes, we like they know what we're talking about, and they still make statements like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then they go, oh yes, it was a pregnant virgin. Really?
Well, I mean,
I didn't see
God,
that
God
on
can do
reality
anything. I
TV
mean,
yet.
God can do anything. I mean, it is God.
Exactly. Well, that's what they say. God can do anything. But you know what God can't do? Any of the other miracles from any of the other religions. Anytime we ever bring those up, those are clearly silly and didn't happen. But you know the ones that were miracles, James?
All the ones from the
Ours.
Bible?
Yes, the Bible.
Well, God could do those anytime he wants. He just doesn't choose to do them anymore. There you go.
Yes, now the cameras are invented. He chooses not to do them.
He chose to, when the Pharaoh's army was trying to get his people, he chose to part the Red Sea and save them. But, when they were being hauled onto trains and sent to concentration camps, he just decided, I'm not going to save my people then. You see? I mean, sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. Long time ago, he did. Nowadays, he doesn't. He's God. What are we going to do?
God's kind of hit or miss, and there doesn't seem to be anyone. We can't seem to go ding, ding, ding. Anyone there? But I have to just send so much love. Also, to Judith, thank you so much.
You wanted to see you dance.
That's right. Saying Amy for president. I just want to be president of the book club. And yes, basically, I just want to do. I can twirl. Hold on. That should have been so much smoother. Oh, there's a baby girl cat. I just kind of want to show the cat too. Oh,
she's
that didn't work.
Queen.
It's a cat. I am a dancing queen. I am way better at singing than I am at dancing, but I like dancing. Thank you so much, Judith. Oh, and thank you all out there to the Skeptic Ranting community. We are having fun talking about apparently 6 reasons not to believe in evolution. Not 7, not 5. It actually is 5, but not 4. And, I talked about some of them. I don't know why. There's certain ones that trigger creationists that I guess we'll come across. But I'll just get into sending love to supporters and we'll go into it. So, sending shout outs. One I often forget that I'm pretty sure I should be sending him so much love. Oh, Patreon. That's why one of the things. Patreon, the blah, blah, blah. Clickety clacky. There it is. Maximum shilling achieved as a badge. I like gamifying things. I need to gamify more things in my 2nd grade class, but it's harder because you can really see the difference between college and between like government mandated. I like both. They both have the because in college, they're basically like, these are the goals you must achieve. Go off and go do them. With the government mandated, it's very much, you do subtraction this thing, you do it for this many days. You do word problems this thing, you do it for this many days. Now they let you choose what kind of word problems, what kind of subtraction, what kind of all that. But it's like this very nuanced thing. I like teaching. Anyway, what were we talking about? Patreons. And shout out to teachers and parents.
The more
Yeah.
useless government employees for my tax dollars. My tax dollars.
You know what?
I
know.
pay out of my hard-earned money.
I truly appreciate teachers more than I ever had, because what it is you get this mantra outside that they're just strangers and what do they know, and they're just teaching my kids random things, and then you get in the system, and then it's basically, well, first of all, it's very femergy, which is just feminine positive energy. Everyone is just there to support each other and just yes. And everyone says good morning every day, and you get, and I like that kind of thing, and you are told exactly, like they're always like, oh, they're trying to teach these kids how to be this and how to be that. In what unit? Please show me, because my good friend, it says very specifically, like a recipe, what we're supposed to be here, here, and here. It may have my name at the teacher slot at the very top, but I have been Common Core to my core. Like, they have to learn this, this, and this, because I have to get them prepared for third grade.
I mean, just people coming in their cushy government jobs. Yeah, I'd be high-fiving everybody too, walking into one of those jobs where you don't actually have to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. And I have the extra thing. I like working with kids on the spectrum, because you are only you're teaching not only the exact same unit that the other kids are learning in the Gen Ed, because you have to do accommodations to the unit. They can't just do a separate second grade. And so you watch them slowly learn more words, how to speak and communicate. And I've looked at IQ score things, and so like it's very interesting. It's like it goes all over the place. And so you're teaching on multi levels, almost from kindergarten to third grade, because some of them are almost smarter. Second, it's complicated but fun. I like it, and I could probably rant about it a lot.
Show up high and smoke pot in the lounge and dye their hair blue in the teacher's bathroom.
Oh my goodness, I'm sure. I cannot imagine that sort of thing. But I think that they really do care at K through 12. I'm sure there are teachers that, don't give a, but most of them, I think, go in there, and I'm lucky. I get AIDS.
Good intention, good.
And my AIDS kick butt. They more put up with me than I put up with them, and so I like it. I had to learn a lot, because I was going in more for just, I would think, special ed, and now I have come to kind of appreciate,
special ed. You want to teach the kids they came from rock. That's some kind of special ed there. Yeah, you came from rock.
No.
Yeah, you have to go to a lot of schooling, a lot of degrees to learn that. Yeah.
Yeah, it does sadden me. I think one of the examples is like showing a sticker on a book from the public, fight that they basically have that says evolution, and there's theories, a lot of theories out there, and things like that. But evolution is the backbone of modern biology. It's not atheist. That's the other thing that I want to keep on pointing out. That, normally it's just us ratting on, fundamentalist Christianity, Judaism, Islam. That's not what this is. We're not trying to attack your religion. It's really religion is trying to attack science. I mean, what was the name? It really did make you giggle. I can't help it. We're watching a video from the World Video Bible School. So, non-biased. All right, enough of that. I gave the Patreon, so let's give the support to all the love out there. To Azo, thank you, Azo. All of the love and support out there. You give us love, and we're giving you love. Thank you so much. Dale Pastel. Dale reminds us we're looking for a little bit of empirical evidence. Not a lot, just a little. Chris Disciple reminds us that we do have skeptic Muslims, Jews, and Christians on the Skeptic and Ranting community love. Not only, davegar reminds us the world is indeed round and 4.5 billion years old. My new thing is it's not actually old. That's my new shtick. I mean, it is old, but 4.5 billion is not that old.
Coming up on the middle age of the lifespan of the planet, yeah.
Yes.
But compared to the universe, no, it's not old at all.
Exactly.
Compared to the estimated lifespan of the universe is still in its infancy.
Exactly.
It basically is still crawling around on the ground. It hasn't even gotten up and started walking
and
yet.
Thus it pisses me off that they can't think. They're like, but 6,000 is a big number. Is it though?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. If I look, having anyone who is not living paycheck to paycheck and has $6,000 in their bank account in America or in any country, really, around the world, you are a lucky person. However, if you're going to sit here and tell me that 6,000, or I'll even grant, because they're like, that's a straw man, it's 10,000. Okay, $10,000 compared to $4.5 billion. If there were two different bank accounts and these two different numbers, it's just you're not even at the 1% being wrong. You are 99.
Look who just walked in and kicked.
Oh my! Hello, sending so much love, standing for truth.
Donnie, good to see you, Donnie.
Well, and it's true. We are the Evo friends here. We can't help it. This is Team Evolution.
I was just watching that debate between Grayson and Nephilim Free over there. That was interesting debate.
It's true. I would say that, there's a good bet that James is fighting crime. Which would mean, James, do you know if you were Batman? Do you know who would be your dad?
Mr. Batman? You talking about Mr. Batman?
Oh, my good gracious. You could put him in his place. Say, listen, Mr. Batman, you need to be more of a gentleman, and it's all right, Dad. You can come out. Come on, Dad. It's okay.
Batman. It's fine. It's fine. There are plenty of gay Christians who will not hate you for being who you are.
But it's okay. He's an ex-gay.
Oh, he's straight as straight can be. So straight, super
like
straight.
Milo.
Like a level, like just no curves at all, just super straight.
Anyway, sending so much love to the glory holes that Mr. Batman hangs out at. Dale Pastel, the Earth. Old, 4.5 billion. James, did you know I have ADD? Rachel Holen, sending so much love to Rachel, reminding us that slavery is bad. Hey, James, this is almost a timely political question. Hey, James, do you know why the Civil War was fought?
Sure.
I don't know. I can't help it. I'm taking pot shots because I'd want Nikki Haley to be better. She's better than, oh my God, than Trump. But she's cowtailing the mass media and the lay audience not our audience, of course, our fantastic skeptic audience, but the people out there are realizing that there is only one group, ladies and gentlemen, that still defends slavery. Oh yes, that's right. In insert year, that's right. In insert year, they indeed defend slavery.
Of course, that was the primary reason for the war. So yes.
Yes. And they like to say it's states' rights. Yeah, the states' rights to do what? To do were they fishing? To do basket weaving?
Well, come on, Amy.
Oh,
You wouldn't want the people from the South coming into your state and telling you how to run things, would you? What did you think about that? Oh, but you guys had more guns, so you could win. Therefore the North won, right?
That's true. And we won pretty hard. Yeah. And more people. That's also what was kind of, it wasn't just the more guns, but yes, more people with more guns.
More factory output. Capitalism.
Listen,
a better, more profitable system.
I was gonna say, and we were the word that they hate and the word that I love. We were the urban areas, ladies and gentlemen, and so the rural people can keep on saying that they are gonna rise. Rise from what? You print those cheap ass traitor flags from another country anyway. Anyway, I'm sending so much love to, well, the South. We did, scorch a little bit, but then we reconstructed and, well, I mean, it was a little bit of Jim Crow and
that's the civil truth rights about warfare.
Finally.
The truth about that's not like the truth about warfare is you don't really win wars by playing it 100% safe. By like any war, there's going to be atrocities and bad things that happen in it, and it doesn't mean that it's good. But
I would not moralize the scorched earth, because at this point, when I look back at history, you say this is what happened. And so, we were fighting to not only maintain, our country, but I would say our moral center, because we opened this country because we said that, we were going to be free for everyone. And then we turned behind us and said, except for what? 3/5 of whatever.
Labor shortage in the South. Yeah, we had a labor shortage. So.
And so it took 2 wars for us to get our freedom, and that is our history. That is the important part of our history. The shame and the proud. All of the above.
People can sit in like 2020 safely within a college classroom and say that how horrible it was that President Truman made the decision to launch the nukes in Japan. Would it have been easier for them to go to tell those people who survived the D-Day assault?
That's always going to be complicated, because that's a hindsight thing. It's always easy to say because they were looking at a ground invasion.
Well, that's what I mean. Would you have been able to?
They thought they weren't going to surrender.
Would you have been able to go to the survivors from D-Day, the ones who didn't get machine gunned on the beaches, and tell them, yeah, great, thanks for your service. Now go over to Japan and do it again. Now you're going to do it again. Would you have really been able to tell
I would also say the experiment worked.
Would it have been less casualties to have urban fighting throughout the whole country of Japan? We don't know.
But it could have been that nuclear warfare became mainstream. We are very lucky that it's basically only been those 2 events in that one war, and it doesn't happen ever again.
Because of policies or ideas like mutually assured destruction.
Yes.
We thought it was horrible at the time that the Soviets got the bomb, but maybe it was for the best, because because they had it so soon in the early 50s, there really wasn't much, we could do at that point because we could
And
that they would launch.
A lot of love goes out to nerds.
Anyway.
Nerds. Security nerds. Thank you for putting in multiple fail safes that allow multiple prevailing heads to actually make decisions when things like that come. I know we always say insert president has the nukes, but it's not that easy, but wouldn't be not too hard either. Which okay. Anyway, what are we talking about? 6 problems of evolution. Speaking of which, my last shout out as well. I see saying next 2v. We are having a 2v1 coming up, right? That's eventually
that has not been scheduled. There was an issue with the date in the email. I haven't heard back from Donnie yet. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
But also, this is why
it was originally set for a Thursday,
this.
And I was seeing if Saturday could work better because with your scheduling to do an after show, Thursday is kind of hard. It really puts a lot of pressure on your schedule, but I haven't heard back from you yet.
Gotcha. We're gonna make it work.
With Dr. Dino.
With Dr. Dino. It was fun last time. The 2v1s work almost to our favor, I think, because it's like having him on our show. It's just that we're going to someone else's house. So, sounds fantastic to me. But, okay. Let's... the last 2, sending love to Rachel. Slavery. It's good, by the way, if you go to a fetish club and grab a femboy. That's the kind of slavery we support. Anyway, Ian Davenport, thank you, Ian, reminding us that, apologetic arguments, they're all crappy. Watchmaker, make me a watch. If I hear another contingency argument, and Ken Hoven's arguments are like 1 billion years old. They're as old as
Mr. Newman.
She's back. Oh my goodness.
She's back, yes.
I saw her in Discord. And
Mr. Amy Newman with her penis.
And she's a flat earther. I don't know if I
boy, I bet. Of course the earth is flat.
I remembered her, and she even said that almost at a certain point, which makes me think, is this real? For a single second, you go, she's not real. She's not a real. You don't know. It's the internet, James.
I was watching
internet.
I was watching a video on one of these alternative platforms, kind of like the Gaia kind of thing, where it's like a lot of stuff that's kind of out there, but you get some yoga and meditation things. You know what I'm talking about.
They put crystals up there.
And it's a guy pretending that he works for some organization with aliens. But of course, he's not showing his face and his voice is blurred out. So, right. Then there's another video in there of a guy who claims that he rescues children that have been trafficked. I mean, if it's true, if he's doing that, great. But it really doesn't. His story really doesn't make sense. But anyway, the guy who's pretending he works for an alien organization. It was funny because the host is trying to be oh, we're so lucky we got you. We tracked you down. And then he's like, so a lot of people are asking about the shape of the earth. So you've been on the spaceships. You've been up there. What is it? And he kind of hemmed it off no, it's not flat. It's just not. Don't trust NASA. NASA, any government agency lies to you, but it's not flat. Okay.
It's something else.
Even that was too far of a thing for even that.
No, every time we get someone who goes conspiracy, we go flat earth, and they're like,
come on.
What do you take me for? I think water makes a magnet stop working. But come on, I think the earth is round.
Flat earth? Okay.
That's why we need to have Team Ket Hoven and one of us, James, versus Nathan Whitsitt gets it. Oh my goodness.
That would be amazing. He wouldn't do it, but to get Kent to do that, but because
would
honestly,
have
like
to
he
use
doesn't like to talk
science.
about it. He doesn't like to talk because a lot of his fans are flirts, and he used to get into like debates with it, like when he used to like do questions that people would answer. And like, Ken, I love your stuff. You're amazing. You're a great man of God, but you got to get past this round Earth thing, and they would
I
give it like some
do.
scientific reasons. And
Are you, but
yeah.
oh,
You got to get past this round Earth thing. Can't come on.
fine. Yeah. Ah. As Jesus would have it on DVD number 5.
Thanks, Ian.
Thank you so much, Ian. I have to talk about base theory in a second. Thank you so much, Ian Davenport, with a, and I can see it's a pair. And it's going. Thank you. I have to get work better on getting flexible. I was doing more yoga with Rachel and the femboy lately. Gotta get
Getting more flexible and getting your chi adjusted. And
no, listen, yoga is healthy for you. All of probably the other stuff, and if there's any woo and all that, that can all go away. But stretching is healthy. Thank you so much, Ian Davenport.
Chiropractic. She's a chiropractor now.
See, I'm still very skeptical of chiropractic.
Yeah.
Pro yoga, anti chiropractic. That's how I cut that. Sending so much love to God equals the square root of -1 cube Earth. What is up, everybody? All right.
Rock your body.
Rock your body. Once again, James. If I see a freaking squirrel, my attention. Regos! Sending so much love, Regos. Reminding us that we do have a skeptic Bible study. Right. I have all my work behind me, so I can't have my props. I normally have my props. Reminding us that we have a skeptic Bible study. That's my robot friend, though. Maybe it's a robot-shaped Earth. You don't know.
It's shaped like a big black dildo. Specifically a black dildo because they're shaped differently. That's what I hear anyway. Not that I don't have. Maybe you can confirm that, Amy.
I'm about to, probably later on this night.
Hey, Church of Robot out there. Good to see you.
What's up, Church? I like robots. I like Alan Turing. I like Ada Lovelace and all of my lovely computer science heroes. There's another one that is on the tip of my tongue, and I cannot think of him because he wrote code. Trying to think who created the first physical one. Grace Hopper. It's another good one.
She was an admiral in the Navy.
Phallic Earth. Woohoo! What's up, Robin? Dun, dun, dun. All right, in a second, we're going to go to the opposition opinion. I normally be right back, but I'm almost tempted to have us go right into it, James.
You start the video, and then you can take your 5-minute break.
Yeah, well, if we have an open mic or... What's up, Sumami? I tried to go fast because I know James has to go in 45 minutes. Now our video is only 10 minutes, and we'll go at normal speed. And oh my goodness, thank you so very much. Thank you, Robin. And I can't help it. I'm gonna keep on my continuation. Move this. You can see they actually did buy me a karaoke machine, though. It needs to be charged more because I've used it too much. I sit here for karaoke. But thank you. Do. James is like, hurry it up, but I can't help it. Like to dance. Also, did I show you guys?
Well, we got rated by Maya, so thank you, Maya.
Thank you so much. Oh,
Everybody was
should sending
celebrating
so
her
much
500
love
subscribers.
to my exactly.
Yeah.
You should all head over. If you're not subscribed, you should subscribe to
They all
Maya.
better be subscribers. You don't want to be that one. Don't be that guy who's not subscribed to Maya Atkinson in chat. Don't be that guy.
Or gal. I have to be the gal to say that gal.
Yeah.
Sending so much love to Maya and to everyone out there. And the entire skeptic community
Post the link
out
to her
there.
channel. Somebody who's a mod, please.
I do. We're just going to. Who doesn't like just randomly waiting for me to clickety clack? I got it.
Oh, they love it. They love it. They're
love
waiting
it.
with bated breath. Yes.
Boom! Right over there. So thank you so much, Maya.
It is a slog to fight for subscribers, especially in this community. Not that we're not a good community. It's just we're small.
What I've learned, and I every guide I've ever looked up, it's like, does it ever get easier to get subscribers? And the answer is almost always no. It's always a slog. And so it feels like it's evolution, James. What it is that after a while, accumulation, you have this amount, and it's hard to tell in between. But if you were to go at any one slot and say, hey, did this one YouTube channel become another YouTube channel? I'm just trying to do some kind of Ken Homan.
They could go, and some channels, what they go and buy subscribers, like they buy 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and what you need to do is say that out loud, live.
How are we gonna buy all our subscribers back? Well, I'll have to spend $3,000 to buy them all back.
Can you do that for me? Get my tech guy. But yes, I also just have to show this off. Okay, it's the last thing.
I have more subscribers than our Rod. My videos get like less than a third of the views.
So very specifically, if you didn't think that I was crazy, let me just inform all the viewers out there that I am indeed crazy. And this is a replica DDR machine that actually works. And I really do mean that. Here we go. It's got 3 different options. I am gonna put it on keep it moving. And we're going to keep moving. Hold on here. See if I can make it. Ladies and gentlemen, the best. Oh my God, as I hit the microphone over and over. But if you can see here, the arrows are indeed going up and down.
Good to
And
see
you can hit it. Okay, I am insane. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. You can actually get versions of this for all different types. You can get Pac-Man. You can get Tetris. There's all sorts, probably. And so go check that out. I can't help myself. And all right, I am so sorry to everyone for me hitting the microphone over and over, but with that, let's get into it. Exactly. It's opposite ASMR. Oh my goodness.
Gay
Do,
SMR.
right there. And if I didn't say hi to everyone, I'll keep on trying to. Let's see. Carrie and Maya. And sending so much love, Victoria. And everyone's still with us. Robin and Sinister. And everybody. Ian. Send in love, Judith. Let's get into it. We are watching 6 Reasons Not to Believe in Evolution.
Oh boy.
And I like this. Also, what a coward. I just noticed that he does. I made a joke to James at the very beginning that this guy Lord Zenus us. Like, he does like his whole pitch and then says what he really wants to say in like the last 10 seconds.
Of course they do, yeah.
But and
it's just a
like,
scholarly
spoiler alert
scientific
right there.
examination of the theory of evolution. I mean, come on, it's
Yeah.
not biased, or he doesn't have a dog in the fight. He's just asking questions, Amy.
Just asking questions. And all right, let's get to it. 6 Reasons Not to Believe.
I don't think the Holocaust was not real. I'm just asking questions.
Our Godwin's Law. I know. And those torts of fucking scumbag people, that's how they always like to dog
I'm just
whistle.
asking questions here.
Sending so much love
Oh, hey,
out
Pat.
there.
Good to see Pat out there.
What's up, Pat? Pat.
What is this malort liquor? I don't know what the fuck this is or why anyone would ever want to drink it.
Pat, I swear there's a character in my book that is now slightly inspired by you because they are a roaming anthropologist. But it's just because you are so amazing. Sending so much love out there, Pat. And he's the moral center. He teach one of my characters. 6 Reasons Not to Believe in Evolution. James, FUCUS. We're going into it.
In the year 2002, in Cobb County, Georgia, there was a sticker that was placed on the inside cover of the biology textbooks. That sticker simply said that these textbooks contain information on evolution. Evolution is a theory, not a fact, about living organisms, and it should be looked at with an open mind.
So, what this means is that there has been political attacks on our science system, and that we have to put these types of stickers in there because not to hurt religious parents. Yes.
Studied carefully.
Basically, have to lie to the kids.
Considered. Do you know if you were to take the sentiments of that sticker and you were to look at the evidences for evolution with an open mind and you study them carefully and you critically consider them, what you would find is these evidences don't.
Well, so he is just a regular dressed man, but it would be a little bit more, if he had dressed like a priest or a pastor, dressed like he actually would feel, more like a religious video. But because he's dressed like a normal guy, he can do like the science guy looking shtick when this is, well...
He's just asking questions, Amy. He doesn't have
just asking questions, exactly. Oh, Pat. Psh, you are awesome. I'll keep on saying it. You teach, do field work. You are... I still... And when I think of punching Nazis and going out and...
draining the beer kegs from the entire city which you descend upon.
Oh my goodness. I know this is not the same thing, but I drank a Gatorade so fast today. Normally I drink them, but almost the entire thing. And I felt like, yes, I generally at least sip, but it felt like I was turning back on. The electrolytes, James, they were what I needed.
Prove
what Amy craves.
Here are 6 supposed evidences for evolution that simply are not good reasons to believe in evolution. Number 1, vestigial organs.
Really? Well, because
Why
those
would
are
that be a
just
reason not to believe in evolution?
yeah, those are just things like our appendix, things that, at one point serve higher functions and now no longer are needed, but don't hurt us unless they do things like burst and things like that.
Get infected.
1865, a German anatomist named Robert Wiedersheim said that he discovered 185.
Also, James, guys need to bring this type of beard back. I'm sorry, maybe I'm fantasizing.
From
Different
1865.
useless or virtually useless organs in the body. And he said this was evidence of evolution. In fact, the argument goes that if humans evolved, then they would have had at one time organs that an animal would have used in a certain way, but would no longer be used in that way in the human body. And those organs would begin to atrophy and start to be useless. The problem with this vestigial organ idea is that there are 2 reasons it cannot prove evolution.
Also, I like how people just go around using this as one of the reasons that it proves evolution. It is a hallmark of evolution because
it's not a proof of evolution.
But yes, no one would say like it's a proof of evolution. It comes from evolution because yes, these gradually wear away. It's not like there was one day that we were like, oh, we no longer need an appendix.
Evolution. Number 1, if you did have vestigial organs in your body, that wouldn't prove evolution. You see, evolution has to go from a single
Like how he says it like he's trying to convince himself more than whatever.
cell organism to a human, and you don't need organs that are decaying and atrophying. You need evolution to produce new organs. We should find wings that are almost ready to allow organisms to fly that can't yet fly. We should find new visionary optical connections in living organisms that.
What does that mean? We do see eyes that are both less advanced, ones that can just have a small cup that can only see whether there are shadows or not.
Different iterations
And
of eyes
then-
all throughout the animal kingdom.
Yeah, really good eyes, octopus eyes, and all sorts of range.
Our eyes are pretty good. They're not the best eye in the animal kingdom, but they are pretty good.
But I don't even know what that means. Like, what is he? What? Like, it makes sense when he says it with, English. I don't know what he actually means coherently.
So there's lots of different things that point to evolution. Vestigial organs, that is one point that points to it, that, you would have these organs that may have had greater function in the past that we don't need anymore, that we have a reduced function for. That's not what the whole evolutionary theory is pinned on, that one item. There's lots of other things
like
to
a
it.
nerve sticking out? Does he want like
He's trying to connect? It's like it's not just hasn't evolved quite long enough to connect.
It's like a half a wing? He wants half a wing just going like this? There are flightless birds.
Yeah, ostriches. They do have wings.
Don't have them. We should see things adding information, not losing genetic information. And the second problem with the vestigial organ argument is...
Whoa. What do you mean the second point? I was promised 6 points.
Yeah, it's vestige organs.
Yes, I ordered the 6-point meal on the, a number 6 with fries.
It's like the 4 for 4, but the fourth one is, or the fifth one is a small drink. So it's like, that doesn't even count.
Or it's like they call it a 4 for 4, and the 4 for 4 is you get a drink, you get
ice,
chicken nuggets, and then you get fries. And you're like
they cut the fry thing in half, and it's like you get a half of a small fry, and then you get another half of a small fry.
It's not, I feel like I'm getting gypped on my Happy Meal here. But okay. Vestigial organs round 2.
Is that 185 list of vestigial
Not Austin. That would be funny. All 6 of them. It's just vestigial organs.
Now why is he talking about like scientific
dwindle
things from
very
the
rapidly
1800s?
when
Oh, it's okay. By the way, do you guys know how this is a science video? Look, there are scientists. There are lab coats.
Well, they've got lots of stock footage here.
It's true. And look, super serious guy. Oh, he's a little skeptical.
He's got the goggles on.
But
yeah.
she's warm to it. She's very open to his idea.
we started looking more.
This is like what they do with like the ERVs, like well, we found that these ones have functions, so we can't prove it out, but we think all of them will be functional. Once they figure it out, they'll find they all have function, because we found a couple that are functional.
And just because something does, like, it may help us digest something, doesn't mean that we need it to digest. And so this whole thing of irreducible complexity, very silly.
And it became 180 and then 175 and then.
Oh, so I don't know where he's getting all those numbers.
Into the body we.
Science from the
I'm sorry,
1800s.
Realize that those vestigial organs were very useful.
And I have astigmatism. I need to wear my glasses more often.
Many of them extremely useful. Number 2, the idea of homology. We're told that similarity proves ancient ancestry. And what I simply mean by that is we're told that because humans have similar physical characteristics to certain animals, that proves that they evolved from animals.
What? Yes, we have similar characteristics genetically. As in, like, we can't just make up that we're genetically different. Like, again.
Well, similarity doesn't prove evolution at all. In fact, you could see things that are similar and you would realize that those similarities
have a common designer. And I love this argument. That's what we always get. Exactly. A common designer. And it is nonsense.
A designer could design organisms so that each organism was clearly distinct and clearly not related to any other organism. Evolution could not do it that way. Evolution can only work with what it has, and it can only make things that are slightly modified copies of its ancestors. It cannot do what a god could do.
By the way, this guy has a side job, and the reason why I hired him later late night is because of that face. The reason that evolution makes sense is because it explains the diversity of life. It is true that through evolution, we actually understand our similarities, but it also explains why we look so different than a snail or look different than grass. It is something that a god cannot give us an explanation for.
These are often caused by a common designer.
I also hate that they shit on, first of all, a chimpanzee. It's another ape. Literally like 98% related to us.
They're like, well, I mean, there had to be something that was the closestly related to humans, right? If you compare everything, there's got to be something that's the closest to us, and that's the chimpanzee, but they're still created by God. But so God just decided he's going to make humans, and then, I'm going to make humans, but, I think I'm going to make something that's also like 98% the same. And I'll just put them in a different place of the shithole I'm going to call Earth. And, yeah.
But I don't get it also. Yeah, why make monkeys? And that's what... So chimpanzees, other apes, amazingly genetically similar. But the thing that really, like, every time, don't call me a monkey. I didn't. I called us an ape. Don't call us a monkey. I said you're an ape. Don't call my mom a monkey. All right. What's with you and
Your
monkeys?
mom's a monkey. Yeah.
But why do they look down on monkeys? What is it? They're like one of the smartest. It is literally like there are, I could safely say millions of organisms, if not more. Millions of organisms, species. And like they are one of the smartest out there on the planet Earth. And we continuously, they're always like, don't compare me to that. They throw their poo. Once again,
like a monkey.
Yeah. No, that actually only happens when we put them, at least as so recorded, is when we put them in containment. And so it's like you put these organisms.
By the way, humans in containment do that too.
No, exactly. I was gonna say you put people in jail. You put them in jail. They act basically just the same. And so, yes, I just don't know why they look down.
Carrie made the good point out there, which I always like to point out, is like, for whatever reason, they've decided that mammal is okay. We're okay. We can be mammals.
Yes,
that's fine. They have no argument with that. No problem with that. It's fine. But you go up on the thing or down on the ladder. No, that doesn't work.
It drives me nuts because if you were to ask them on a test, what's a mammal? They could sit there and be like a bet and a bet. If evolution doesn't exist, what does a mammal mean? Because I mean,
the science, they just write down this list of things and say, okay, this is a mammal, and so okay, we fit that category, but that doesn't mean we evolved from anything else. You're just making lists and lines on paper.
Suppose there were a supernatural intelligent designer
What's up,
and he
Ember?
created a world where many organisms would need to drink the same water, eat the same kinds of food, walk over the same types of terrain. What would happen? Well, obviously, he would use similarities.
No, that doesn't work. Why are things, though, different?
He wouldn't have to. He could devise 100 different type of feet that would all be very good for the same, to walk on the same terrain.
But they try and use that for both things. It's a common designer. So why, once again, is grass the way it is and we're the way we are?
Structures to accomplish his goals. Similarity doesn't prove common ancestry. In fact, similarity argues more for a common creator.
Wow. And finally, 1/3 in, he's finally trying to even bring up a god.
Of course, the thing when you try to ask him, okay, we'll bite, which creator? Whoever you're talking to, whether it's a Muslim, a Christian, or a Jewish creationist, we don't run into many of those, but I'm sure they do exist. And they give, whenever they give their, they say, okay, all right, we've sold you. We've sold you. You admit that there must be a designer, right? All right, here you go. Here you meet our designer. And all these proposed designers, they have all types of internal logical contradictions. They all suck. They all really, really suck. Okay, they're all horrible. They don't. Yeah, you suck, but you're not horrible. You do it for a good cause.
Thank you,
these
James.
guys, these proposed designers, they suck in terms of just being coherent, and oftentimes they do things that are really, really bad for an all-knowing, all-loving, all-wise God. Okay, give us an example of one of these guys that doesn't suck, and maybe we'll consider it. But even still, that would just be something you're making up. You're pulling out of your ass.
That's
We
right.
don't need a designer. We do not
From
need...
both of those statements, now you have my attention.
You do not need a designer.
Than anything else. Supposed evidence for evolution number 3, the fossil record. You know what we're told?
So here we go. He finally gets to an actual reason that at least scientists
would say is a good evidence for evolution.
Is that you can look into the fossil record and you can find proof that organisms evolved over millions of years.
Yes.
Supposedly, we're told that you can find
Supposedly.
transformational organisms that prove this animal evolved into some other kind of animal. But if you were to take that seriously, and
yes, over many generations, it didn't just start radiating and become a bigger, more fierce fish.
to go to the fossil record, what you would find is that those transformational fossils are missing on a grand scale. In fact, evolutionist Mark Ridley stated that no real evolutionist, whether gradualist or punctuationist, uses the fossil
Because that's what we call ourselves, evolutionists.
record as evidence in favor of the theory of evolution as opposed to special creation. Now, why would he say that?
Well, I disagree.
We would say that because when you look at the fossil record, you see organisms.
You get fossil in, you get fossil out. You can't explain that.
Coming into the fossil record fully formed.
So that's Tiktaalik. Looks like Tiktaalik.
Stasis where they do not change, and then they go out of the fossil record without evolving into anything else.
It really does hurt my brain, James. I want to go with them on their logic, and sometimes it's just...
So it really comes down that they think all the animals were alive today that we have been around, and we also had all these other billions of different animals that existed all on the earth at the same fucking time. All these other animals, they just all lived together. We all lived together. Just most of them died off, and what we have left is what we have left.
The giraffe just one day just went boom. Giraffe. I'm sorry for screaming, but yes, that's basically
exactly as the creation model would predict. The fossil record does not prove evolution.
Yes, it does. I know you paid a lot of money on that PNG, but it does.
Number 4, the idea of mutations. We're told that
Here
mutations...
finally. In fact, if I do say so, he smothers really like a sandwich the actual reasons in between the video. And then,
he doesn't want to talk about them. He wants to just zoom past them real quick before people start asking too many questions.
Night Ember, sending so much love. You should all check out Better Than Ember. Send love, Jason Jacoby. If there's anyone I haven't said love to, keep on tagging us. We'll keep on tagging you.
Prove you could get a certain single-celled organism to mutate over multiplied millions of years and bring about new information on a grand scale that, given enough time...
Damn it, I was waiting. I was like, is he going to stop at 4.5? I was like, or I guess it's just going to keep on going. Okay, how's it go? How long?
What's the problem?
Oh, wait, it was millions. What am I thinking? 4.5 billions. Okay, no, that was good.
With that line of reasoning. The problem is that
me being a
mutations
bimbo.
don't give us new information. Mutations can only...
Mutation problems. Mutations don't... Oh, gee. So here we go. Here's the mutations can only hurt you. They cannot help you. I guess the X-Men logic. But yes, mutations can help you. They can also be benign. We have lots of mutations that are neither good nor bad and are just chilling.
Only take information that is already available and cause it to decay. Mutations are an example of a loss of genetic information. Let me give
No, that is not the definition of a mutation.
You an example. For the last 100 years or more now, scientists have been studying fruit flies.
Once again, this video is scientific because there's a scientist.
They are great examples of how you
look, he's got a microscope. Come on.
I know.
It's very
another thing, we're on to like another thing that just severely
you,
triggers creationists. Thank you so much, Native Atheist. $10. Just send some love, and that means I need to send some love
I was just looking at this microscope trying to find out how long this fly's penis is.
Oh my! What did you say? I heard the
we're trying to see how long this fly's penis is, Amy.
I would say if it flies for longer than 5 hours, then we have a problem. But sending so much love and sending so much love to the Skeptic Ranting community and Native Atheist. And
Mrs. Hoven doesn't have a problem with that. More than 5, she's good for that. More than 5 hours, I'm good.
Oh my. But fruit flies are seriously what trigger them.
Ask Matt Powell about that.
Matt Powell, we used to cuddle. We used to snuggle up. Me and my wife.
It's a pacifier. Oh, Matt, you need a diaper change. Let Grandpa can't get that for you.
Okay.
Oh, this is a stinky one, Matt. What have you been eating, Matt?
Oh my God. But also, fruit flies trigger them because that we use them in science because they have such a high turnover rate that it's a good demonstration of evolution. You can show speciation.
Have been zapping these fruit flies with radiation and mutating them in chemical ways for more than 100 years now. The reason that they are so valuable to study is because you can get a new generation every 14 days.
See, look, he was saying why it's useful to science and then basically denying the results of stuff.
We have in that 100-year period the equivalent of what would be millions of years of evolutionary time. And what do you have after all the radiation and mutation? Do you have a fruit fly? That has...
Yes. And are you always going to have a fruit fly? This is like, are we ever going to stop being mammals? And it's why, like James said, we need to keep on hammering on this point. You are always going to be the things that you were. We are always going to be simians. We are always going to be mammals. We are always going to be backboned. We are always going to be multicellular, and we're always going to be alive. Do you see how that has a nice nested hierarchy? It doesn't matter if we go off and be 1,000 billion other mutations. We're always going to be a mammal. The fruit fly will always be a fruit fly. That is how evolution works.
That boat left a long time ago for it to be anything else.
Evolved new genetic information? No, you don't. In fact, all you still have is a fruit fly that hasn't evolved into anything else. Mutations don't prove evolution. That's simply not the mechanism that could get a single-celled organism to a human. Number 5, English peppered moths. We're told that English...
Okay, I had to ask James about this because I know there's always...
This is one of
and I looked up a little bit. Yeah, and I always hear that in the evolution of evolution, in the history of evolution, and in science in general, there have been frauds. And what happens each and every time is that bad science gets caught by good science, and that's the way that it happens. Though some of these things are just random. These peppered moths, as well as the next thing, seem very inconclusive.
Peppered moths provide an example of evolution in action. You see, before the Industrial Revolution, there were 2 varieties of English peppered moths. One dark-colored, one light-colored, but the light-colored was much higher in ratio than the dark-colored. But after the Industrial Revolution, the dark-colored became the more prominent color and the light, the fewer in the mix. And we're told that's because birds could see the light-colored better, etc. And this was supposedly an example of natural selection.
Yes.
The problem with this example is, number one, many of the pictures were faked because...
Once again, I have to look up whether this is a legitimate one or whether he's just pulling this out of his ass. But
they're trying to say they never saw a moth on a tree. Like they never saw any moths on a tree, so they just put them there to fake the pictures.
Yes.
English peppered moths don't often land on tree trunks, and the entire idea was flawed in that way. But the second problem was that before the Industrial Revolution, the genetic information in the English peppered moth genome had genetic information for two varieties, light colored and dark colored. And after the genetic information.
What is that supposed to mean? Yeah, the mutations are random.
Two kinds of moth, and you got two kinds of moths after that. Yeah.
Yeah, I always like to give the example of green and blue just as a example of when working with a forest. But this works as well. This is a fantastic example of natural selection.
Information was the same. English peppered moths simply do not prove evolution. And number 6, horse evolution. If you were to look in your
also the first time I heard him say this, I'm saying, wait, you're telling me one of the reasons for evolution is not true is horse evolution? That seems a little, I don't know.
Biology textbooks, you would see that horse evolution is often used as evidence that evolution really occurred.
More things that do. It's like when Kent used, something that doesn't evolve, stellar evolution. Here's examples of stellar evolution. You're like, wait, doesn't that prove the opposite of what you're saying? Is this like a poker bluff thing?
You would see a picture of a very small animal, almost looks like a fox or something like that, evolving into modern horse. But this scenario, it's fabricated. It's not.
And you know why? Because this guy says so.
True, it was made up. In fact, more than 50 years ago, Dr. George Gaylord Simpson said the uniform continuous transformation of Hyracotherium into Equus, so dear to the hearts of generations of textbook writers, never happened in nature. You see, this information is presented to us as proof that evolution actually occurred is not proof at all. If we look at it with an open mind and we study it carefully and we critically consider it, we'll realize that in the beginning, God created the heavens.
Sorry, I was. If you guys and gals didn't catch it, I'm going to play it one more time because that was the money shot. I'm going to pretend like we were edging.
The strength of evolution, the strength of it, like the biggest pillar of it is that we have so many different things that point to it. We have 666 of these lines of evidence that point towards evolution. I mean, you could take all the shit he's talked about today out, we would still have tons of evidence for evolution.
And yet, we really haven't even gotten to genetics, and which is probably one of the strongest things even found post-Darwin. And yet, all of these things are just him.
It lines up perfectly with Darwinian evolution.
Is him just arguing with scientists. And I assume, hold on. I assume World Video Bible School doesn't have a great biology department.
WVBS, yeah. Can you get a degree from there?
Yes, that's right. But okay, I this is the true money shot, because look at this. The whole thing, and it's proof for God, but he only talks about God like I hate to say a cock tease.
Are you all sitting there with your face open, ready for the money shot? Are you ready?
You're ready? Here we go.
Face ready? He's about to.
What does he really want to tell you? You sat through this whole video. What does he actually want to tell you?
We'll realize that in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth and all of the organisms, and evolution just simply didn't play any part in God's creation.
His name is Ernesto.
Whew. Was that as good for you as it was for me? So all of the other shit was really bullshit.
You got a cigarette?
Should have just preaching to us. I know. James, it's always the same thing. Very non-biased source, just giving us credible science. But he talks in a very calm manner. He's got a blue shirt. Everyone loves a blue shirt. But my goodness, that was 6 reasons not to believe in evolution, at least the opposition. I know James has to get out of here in a second.
In a few minutes.
And so we're probably going to be bringing this to a close, even though I see a lot of great, fantastic people out there. This will be our shorter episode tonight. But yeah, there was nothing. But I told you, right? That was what also pissed me off, and it has nothing to do with any of his arguments. Is that yes, is that it was like a value meal where if you looked at the value meal, you got double fries, and you were supposed to get like a whole thing. Should have got like a hamburger or something else.
Yeah, you got punked.
It's just the little things, ladies and gentlemen. But these people, they are spreading the good news.
Spreading something.
He is.
Yeah, Pat. Yeah. Your IQ had to take at least a 3 or 4 point hit from that video.
And so I have done a study and an analysis, and after watching this video, I have lost at least 3 IQ points. I am showing.
My name is Kent Hoven.
We made others forced to watch the video as well.
It starts off. Hello, my name is Pat Lowinger.
I'm just glad that a lot of these apologists are getting. Well, I would say they're getting neutered because it's a new era. Because the Ken Hovens of the world, the people who could get on national television and stuff, and that's how they got famous, they're coming to an end. It's the people like, these people who he's got more than almost 500,000 subscribers, which is crazy. There's like no comments. I'm looking at the thing here.
Are they blocked?
Single comment. I assume they're probably blocked. But
or they have to be like manually approved each one, so you can only post it if they like what you're saying.
But I'm gonna go. We'll go for the 2 minutes. We'll go for 2 minutes more. I'm gonna start closing the ship because I want to be nice to James, and we'll do another. I know our midnight rantings. That's true. Steph, if you are about to stream, heck, if you get it up fast enough, I'll figure out how to do that. God, goodness gracious. James, talk for a minute. Let me at least look for it.
Your name is Ernesto? But we're going to be looking into coming back Saturday or Sunday for another quick show, so we have some time to put some content out. We might as well put some content out. So we'll be back one of the 2 days on the weekend. There's always these religious nuts are always putting out crazy shit that needs to be addressed. That we've got to be aware of what they're saying. Damn it, and it's fun. They say a lot of stupid shit. And some people actually believe it. Oh, Stephanie is about to go to sleep. Yeah.
Okay, and I gotta learn. Every time I panic, I somehow all of my tech skills. It's like my degrees melt out of my head.
Like on Modern Day Debate, when the connection just vaporizes, and you're like, no.
Yeah. I see some of them use StreamYard now, I think, which is the best. I like OBS. OBS is fantastic. There is ways you could turn it that it'll keep on streaming, but oh my god, it's StreamYard. I want to be more a master debater. I got to contact James to say, hey, any religious debates coming up?
You need somebody to debate Taylor again, Miss Taylor out there.
Oh
Seems to
my
be his go-to
goodness.
guy to go up against Taylor.
I would go up against Taylor all day, every day.
Miss Sal Cordova.
Or Sal. I'm gonna say it out loud because I want to. I was talking about James. She probably won't be on stream. You probably won't see her, but maybe we'll get her in chat. But like I told James, we're trying to officially become a company and be the Skeptic and Ranting community.
Employees,
so
an employee.
we have our first official employee, and so we'll see how that is. Hopefully. She'll probably be lovely and amazing. I know she will be, and hopefully she'll whip my butt into action because I need a calendar that keeps me organized and dates and schedules, and I want all of our debates to be able to be collected and organized, and yeah. And so thank you for just all the supporters, all of the people.
Yes, you have this like 4-hour block here, and the only thing you have written down is Pornhub. And you have that several days throughout the week. The Pornhub 4-hour sessions, Amy.
Listen, I was deciding to do a different kind of yoga.
I see also with Jesus, yoga 3-hour yoga sessions 4 days a week.
Yeah, it's true. It's the only Jesus that I believe in. He needs me to worship his body.
Oh, he has a 9-inch ding.
But at least, James, it can't just be 9-inch. Everything here is 15-inch in honor of Ken Hoven.
I'm sorry, okay. You cut out. The whales have a what?
All right, I'm doing the opposite thing because I hope you all. I'll give the Patreon. I'll even shout it out in a second.
Thanks again to David Theus, Robin Webster, Ian Davenport, and Yuda for the support during the stream.
Yes, Yuda, Ian, Robin, and Native Atheist. Thank you so very much. I want to thank all of you out there for joining us on tonight's episode. Odds, Midnight Ranting, 6 Reasons Not to Believe in Evolution. Kind of 5 though, but sure. Where we watched a video
5
from
and a quarter.
Yeah, exactly. 5+.
World Church Bible College Theologian Seminary.
It isn't such a stereotypical. From World Video Bible School, where we had 6 reasons to replace science with Jesus. Though I do want to thank my co-host, James W., along with all of the amazing people in chat, our awesome mods who make this stream so great, and lovely viewers like you who make this channel
Jesus, Amy.
even possible.
Won't that just scream love? Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus. Is there any Paula Gia is on?
Is he live? Paula Gia live?
I don't know. So Paula, let's find out. Did I not spell it right? I'm not sure.
He really triggers the
go to Paula Gia.
He really triggers Kent.
If he is, go check him out. What was the also the bell like, follow, subscribe. I say like, follow, subscribe, like, follow. Sunny, share the videos, but tip your waitress. Then hit that bell icon so you can join our live streams or see our premieres. Or hey, also when it gets warmer out, I want to go back out and interview people. Oh my goodness. Or hey, why not leave a comment once the video is done after the show? The Skeptic and Ranting Discord server opens up. Oh my goodness, thanks, I need to send
Ian or Dale Pastel out there. Good to see you, Dale.
Skeptic and Ranting. Boop, boop. What's up, Dale? Sending so much love. The Skeptic and Ranting Discord community. Oh my goodness, it's right down there. It's summer for you. Happy summer. That's right. It's like a
It is summer in the southern hemisphere.
It's okay.
It does exist. It does
I'm
exist.
always cold, so that's okay. No matter where or when. I like warm, wet clothing. That's why you see this.
What do we have?
Every
Why
once
is the
in a while
summer?
show skin.
Summer in the southern hemisphere on a flat Earth, and there's winter.
That's true,
yeah.
James.
God just has the thermostat set differently. God just has the thermostat set differently in the south.
That's true. NASA probably adjusts it like by hand.
Oh, Rejo says Apology is live, so check out his. He's always got good stuff. If it triggers the fuck out of Ken Hovind, it's probably good stuff.
Did I not spell his name right? I'm like trying to Google it so I can send a freaking link. One of the mods says send the link if you can find it.
Victoria's got it. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you. Trust me, whistling makes it easier. And wait. Yes.
Do it to me, Newman.
Play. All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. So head over there because we like to keep the skeptic love train going because it's true. The one thing that we have to replace, I think the most important thing is community.
Like we're not capitalists. We love each other. We're not like bloodthirsty cutthroat capital competing against each other. We want everybody to gain. Everybody grows.
Yeah. James, we're the dorky. I keep on saying that the liberals is the kind of the dorky thing, but I like it because we're the freedom. And then the conservatives always say that, aren't you saying that you're, what the hell do they call it? The politically correct word, a classical liberal. I'm like,
you're not a neoliberal classical liberal. Yeah.
I'm like, but why are you adding words on it if it's just it's like going into a place and being like, I want the wings, and then you have to go.
I'm a classical liberal. I don't believe in government regulations. You don't need a license to drive a car. Sovereign citizens. You could drive 90 miles an hour down a residential street as long as you don't kill anybody. It starts
getting into the
as long as you don't kill anybody. Where's the injured party, officer? I didn't kill anybody, so you can't stop me.
Which is almost nihilistic. Like they're basically blowing their tithing money on like strippers and cocaine, and then they turn around.
No, that is a better use. That is a better use for your money than tithing. And by the way, it is infinitely more useful. Or you could blow it on to Mommy's OnlyFans. That would still be a better use for it than
yes, you should
it. Give it to a pastor the pastor is then going to blow it on strippers and cocaine. But you could get the use out of it too before.
And I'm just sending love to all my girls and guys out there working in the industry, the oldest one on earth. Anyway, what are we talking about? Skeptic and Ranting Discord sponsored by Nabisco, the Skeptic and Ranting Discord server. Lastly, if you'd like to help us make more content, not only do the super chats help with the super thanks, but we have our evolving badge system. They trigger creationists because it evolves. They say nothing evolves, but if we have something evolves, and they would probably say we're defining it into existence, but we're not. The badges actually do evolve. You start with one thing and it goes and they become more complex things. That is the definition. That's Pokemon evolution. That is what we're saying doesn't happen in nature. I'm going to start tanging about my own badge system. Anyway, because in nature it just happens gradually. That's why it's populations. It's not just like Fred and Sally. It's like 1,000 Fred and Sallys. Anyway, and our Patreon, the best way to support us, heading over to patreon.com/AVNewman. I'm Amy Newman. I love you all. Good
night, guys.
night. Mwah!